Hello everybody, welcome to Sisters, my name's Magnus, and as you guys know, I recently made a video where I asked you guys how I should display my collectible minifigures, because I didn't know how I was going to display them, you know? However, what you guys probably didn't know was that after I had made that video, I was actually going to try to make a prototype for how I think I'm going to display my collectible minifigures in the future. And yes, I say that it's a prototype because it is not finished whatsoever, but I also don't really know if this is how I'm actually going to display my minifigures in the future, or at least the collectible ones, but it is something that I came up with. So, here it is. So this is the prototype itself. And I do want to show you guys how it works. So basically, you guys can ignore the random colors. I hope you can do that. But they're basically just placeholder pieces. Don't know what color I should use actually. Maybe I'll decide on a color, I don't really know. But basically, I decided to just build a wall right here that's made of a bunch of 1-stud white bricks. That's what I've done. And then I've put some plates on the bottom and on the top. That's what I've done. And well, I have some collectible minifigures with me to show you guys how this thing works with them. So here's one. So I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but when I put the collectible minifigure here, I just dropped the okay. Apparently I'm gonna have to try out. Okay, I think that worked a lot better. Okay, nice. Okay, and while the plate fell off. Okay, there you go, and then I'll put that back on. There you go. So they just attach right here. So yeah, that's where they attach. Now, I actually was kind of wondering how high it was gonna be, because there are some collectible minifigures that are quite tall. Like for example, here I have Flashback Garmadon. Let me just put him in if I can. Okay, so as you can see, he is tall with the forearms, so he definitely needs some space. But then I pulled out my giraffe guy here, and when I put him on, as you can see, he is actually taller than Garmadon, which is kind of interesting. So I actually had to make it a little bit more taller. Now, when I first built this, I actually had the plates 4 studs wide. That was basically the length of the plates. So yeah, basically there was no space for a plates to be placed. However, I did not really think of the consequences of there being minifigures that had say some things that stick out from the back. So for example, this dragon right here has a tail sticking out, and if there were 4-stud long wide plates, well then this dragon wouldn't be able to fit. So I extended it to basically 6-stud wide plates, so that way the tail can actually fit. I don't know if I can show you this. Okay, that's a little better. So yeah, as you can see, it does fit, which is actually very cool. So yeah, I actually did try to test it with some minifigures, and I do think it works. And well, the reason why there's a top right here is because I actually have an idea that I want to add layers to this. I actually think that would be very cool if there were layers to this little thing. And I'm actually thinking about maybe hanging this or something like that. I don't really know. But again, this is just a prototype that I have, and it's not 100% official or finished whatsoever. Now, one thing I want to say is, when I was talking about the colors, I actually had a pretty good idea. Maybe I should color the walls as the same as the collectible minifigure blind boxes or blind bags. Basically, I'll sort them by series, and I'll color, and then I will basically, the color of the wall behind the minifigures from a specific series will basically be the color of the blind bag / blind box. That's kind of an idea that I just got, and hopefully it would turn out very great. But anyways, that was basically it for my prototype of how I think I'm gonna display my collectible minifigures in the future. And by the way, let me know what you guys think of this cool little prototype down in the comment section below, because I would love to hear your guys' opinion on this. If you like it and if you don't like it, and if there are some things that you think maybe I should improve upon. Or maybe if I should just scrap it entirely and just come up with another way to display minifigures. I would be interested to know. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, And make sure to subscribe to Sisters on YouTube and hit that bell notification button so that you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.